Hello everybody, welcome back to plot 25. It is another planting day today, which is very exciting, but I do only have 3 hours max here because it's Father's Day and we're taking my granddad out for a meal later over their end. So I need to be speedy today. Also, it is grass cutting day around the area, it seems, so apologies if you can hear that noise, but I don't have time to start and wait for them to finish. But yeah, so yesterday was Saturday and my mum and granddad did come down. We took my granddad out to a little cafe for Father's Day lunch. We had afternoon tea. It's like an oldie worldy cafe with lots of like memorabilia from the war, which we thought he'd like. But then he insisted that we go out today as well, so we've had to book a last minute dinner out today, but that's not a bad thing. But anyway, after the cafe we came down and just spent 2 hours here just doing a mammoth weeding session, but it was very hot, so we didn't do much more than that. But today it's time to get my sweet potatoes in, my brassicas, my cucumber, do some seed sowing, because it's mid-June now, it's the 15th, officially the middle of June. As always, feeling a little bit behind, but hopefully things will catch up, as I keep saying. But yeah, I think I'm going to start on the sweet potatoes. Okay, so I have my sweet potato plants. I bought them online as tiny little plug plants and I just potted them on into this tray because I didn't have time to put them out yet, but they are overdue. Next year, I'd like to make my own slips, I think. I was watching a video from someone called That Guy Who Grows. I think that's the name of the channel. I will link him below. And he did a really interesting video of, I think it was 3 different ways that he was starting sweet potato slips and planting them out. And it inspired me to give it a go, but I was too late for this year. But he's got some really interesting videos on lots of stuff. He's got a fantastic garden. He's in the US, so different climate to here, but still lots of interesting advice and just experiments that he does in his garden. So I'd recommend going to give that a watch if you can. But for now, I'm just going to plant my plug plants. I've put some black membrane down because obviously we don't have the most hot climate here and sweet potatoes do like it warm. So I read that planting them under like a black fabric helps to retain the heat. And I did this last year behind the shed. I only had the one plant, but it did seem to work. So I'm going to give it a go again this year, but in this area. And fingers crossed, we'll see how they do. So I'm going to cut some holes in the fabric and then plant them through the hole. I've seen people use those like burners that just burns a hole and seals the edges, which look really great, but I don't have one. I've got a pair of scissors, so that's what I'm using. But maybe one year I'll get one of those. So I'm just popping some compost straight in, just to give a bit more nutrients. Oh lovely, the roots have taken nicely since repotting. Oh, I didn't say, I don't think I said, I think these are Beauregard sweet potatoes. Pretty sure that's what I got. There's no labels on them though. But it's supposed to be good, like the best one for a UK climate. So that's what I've gone for. Okay, so my sweet potatoes are in and I've given them a good water. They look okay, to be honest. So I've got high hopes. I'm not sure if I've got the spacing right, but I know that they are a vining crop, so I wanted to give them enough room to grow. And then if my sweet peas don't do much, maybe these ones close to the side I can try and vine up here. But I also have a couple of dahlias still from the plant sale. They're not looking great. They've definitely been a bit slugged, especially this one. But I'm going to pop them in this bed as well. So I can't read what it says that it is. A Cholendon? London? That's a London, isn't it? London. I don't know. I'll try and investigate. It has not got very big at all. It doesn't have any buds on it. The leaves have been eaten. But we'll see how it does. And this one is doing a little bit better. This is a midstov, something like that. So I've been told to nip the buds off. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, it seems such a shame. But apparently if you nip the buds off, it causes them to branch out a bit more and get more flowers. So this is the bit that I hate, because I overthink everything and then I hate getting rid of flowers. But it's for the best. But I always overthink it, like what if it doesn't work and then I just have a plant with no flowers? I've also realised with the way I've done the sweet pea TP, actually no, I can get into weed. Never mind. Somebody called this, what do they call this? A sweet pea corset, and I thought that was really funny, and I feel like that's exactly what it is. But it's a good job because I can get my hand in there to get the weeds out. But not my priority right now. Okay, I'm back in the brassica cage. My cabbages, cauliflower and my one sprout, they're doing okay actually. They've grown, which is good. But now I've got some more to plant out. So I've got my broccoli hazia, I think it's called. So this is the green sprouting broccoli. And I've got my purple sprouting broccoli. And then I've got a few more sprouts. I've got 3. I just need to figure out how to fit it all in. I've also got my kale. Now, everything is not going to fit in here, so I'm going to have to use another bed. I think the bed that's just there. I'm going to put my kale in, maybe a couple of broccoli, depending on what I can fit in here. But I need to figure out the netting situation for that. So I've got my lime and a pair of gloves this time. I know that you're supposed to use gloves for lime. I just forgot to put them on last time, so I'm doing that today. I think I'm going to also use a bit of compost in the holes as well. And actually, I've got a few onions in the greenhouse that I picked up at the end of the plant sale. They haven't really done much, and I might just plant them out in here while I'm at it. I'm going to go get them. Okay, I'm going to do my couple of sprouts here next to this one, which has been eaten a bit. These are Long Island sprouts, I think they are called. And then behind me is where I will do the broccoli. And then what I'm doing this time is I'm just making like a little ridge to make sure that the water gets down to it. Is it a moat? I don't know. Right, Number 1. And at some point I am going to have to give these some support, so I will put some poles up for the sprouts, otherwise they'll just flop over. I'm not sure about the broccoli, whether I'll need to do that or not, so we'll see. Right, so sprouts are done. I've popped the onions in as well, and I think I'm going to try and fit 3 purple and 3 green broccoli in here. It might be tight, but I'm just going to give it a go. I don't want to throw any of the broccoli away, but I really don't think I've got enough room to plant anymore. But we shall see. We shall see. I've got 6 of each. Okay, these are my purple sprouting broccoli. Oh, there's 2 in that one. Decisions. And my green. Okay, so there we have it. The broccoli's planted, 2 sprouts, and my little onions popped in around it as well. So this Brassica cage I think is complete, because these plants do get quite big, so I don't want to pack it out too much. Next, kale. Okay, so I'm going to put the rest of my brassicas in this bed, which I think is approximately 4 by 7 ish, 4 by 6.5. I don't have any netting poles for this bed. I've only got 1 blue hoop left, which obviously is not very useful for a bed of this size. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do. So for today I'll probably just do something temporary to keep them safe for the next couple of weeks while I get something sorted. I'm going to put my kale in here, and then I've decided I'm going to squeeze a couple more purple sprouting broccoli in here. I can't bear to lose them. So that's what I'm going to do. Again, I'm not great on spacing, so I'm just going to shove it all in and see what happens. I think I did grow a little bit of kale last year, or the year before I think it was actually. I haven't had great success with it so far, but I don't think I've taken it seriously enough, so it's my own fault. I did give this a water when I got here, but I'm going to have to give it a few more soaks, I think. And also, I'm pretty sure this is the bed that I did put some fresh manure on underneath. So again, I don't know if this is going to work out, but we're gonna try. So how many have I got? If I do 6 kale, maybe I'll do 3 broccoli in the middle, and then maybe 4 kale on each end, maybe. I'm going to try that. Oh, this is a nice soil to dig into. It's easy. So yeah, so I've got the leaves with a few branches in it right down at the bottom, and then I had the fresh manure on top, and then I think I've got some homemade compost on top of that, and then some topsoil. But I'm going to add, again, I'm going to add some of this compost into the planting holes along with some lime and hope for the best. So 1, 2. So I am finding like leaves and manure as I'm going through it, but it's fine. It's a bit shadier up here as well. It's a bit cooler, which is nice, but I think brassicas can handle a bit of shade, which is why I'm going to use this bed for them. This one might need a bit of support because it's very floppy. And then these two both have 2 in. And actually the 2 in here both look better than either of them in there, so I might just try and split these. Okay, my kale are quite small really. They're not looking the best, but I'm just going to put them out because I think they're suffering from being in the pots and being in the greenhouse, and I'm going to be able to better meet their needs if they are in the ground. So this is red Russian kale. So brassicas are done. I'm going to give these a really, really good water. So I'll probably do that now and then figure out some kind of netting thing as a temporary solution. And then I'm going to have to come back tonight because I think I've got too much to do to get everything done, including watering everything, etc. So I'll come back this evening after I've been out and I'll probably give them another watering then as well. Just really make sure it's soaked through. Yeah, water. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do for today is use my roof tiles along the side to give a little bit of height and then just drape the netting over the top. It will give it a bit of space for a couple of weeks, hopefully, while I figure out how I'm going to actually build a proper structure for this. Right, kind of cram that down the side. Hopefully that'll do. I'm going to try and pin this down, I think, to hold it taut. I don't think this is too bad actually. It'll do for a while, won't it? Also, can I just say that these are the most useful thing ever. Ever. that's the brassicas done. It's nearly time for me to go, and I forgot to bring anything to drink or anything with me, so I think I'm just going to go now, and then I'll come back this evening to finish some jobs. So that's the end of this video. I did come back in the evening, but the video was just far too long, so I'm going to split it into two. It's a week later today as I'm filming this, so I'll show you the brassicas now so you can see what they look like. So inside the cage, they've definitely grown up. I do need to get in and do a bit of weeding in there, but they're looking all right to me. And over here, I still haven't sorted out the netting situation, but the kale are definitely flourishing. This one looks quite different to that one, and so does that one. In fact, a few of them look quite different, but they're from the same seed packet. But yes, anyway, I will see you in a few days for part 2 of this week's planting out video. So thank you very much for watching if you have watched through to the end, and give it a like, give it a comment, and if you haven't already, please do think about subscribing. All right, have a lovely rest of your week. Thank you. Bye.